I look for that thing that I'm maybe not even sure of, but I know that I'm connected to them in some way, shape, or form, and I'm curious about them, and I want to advocate for them. They don't have to be heroes. They could be villains. They could be horrible people, but I always want to try to find their humanity. If you can get two people of opposing sides to sit at a table and just talk, you can get to something new. And that's actually essentially what I believe. I really do believe that. And I think that, you just got to be willing and open to talk to a person. And you find out that you're more alike than unalike.
Hi, Colman. How you doing today?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're doing great. We've got a really great background going on right now, so thank you for joining us here.
It's good. It's good. I really appreciate that background.
Absolutely. How's your day going so far?
So far, so good. I'm talking to you fellas.
Love that. Love that so much. We absolutely love you in the madness. It's such a phenomenal show, and we're so excited to talk to you about it today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Colman, what drew you into the madness?
Everything about it. Muncie Daniels is a formidable character. He's he becomes an action hero, whether he knew he would or not. He thought of himself as sort of an everyman, and he gets caught up in some extraordinary circumstances, and he's got to advocate for himself, for his family, for his livelihood, for his reputation. So I loved sort of the rabbit hole that it was taking him down, which is into the bowels of America in many ways, and he was going to come out different, whether he knew it or not. He was going to make comrades that he thought he had nothing in common with. I think that he's sort of this everyman who has to question everything that he's made of, which I thought was a great journey, and really rethink who he is and rethink who the world is and what the world is made up of. So I think it's really sending him out into the madness. The madness is outside of his experience, but it's also an internal madness. It's about disinformation and how we're taking in everything and social media and how we're making decisions. And then Muncie has to distill all that down to just the truth, and what is the truth? The truth, what he believes, can't be questioned. Facts are facts. The truth is the truth. But usually it's all opinion and a swirl of things that you don't know what you believe anymore, So I think that's what I loved about the journey. And I think any actor would tell you that it's not only the journey of that character, but it's also my questions about what the world is and who we are right now and what we're going to be.
Absolutely. And like you said, like the character just goes down this rabbit hole of so many different things. And, for yourself, you're someone who's worked on some incredible projects throughout your career. What is it that you look for in the soul of a character when you're kind of deciding to bring them to life?
I look for that thing that I'm maybe not even sure of, but I know that I'm connected to them in some way, shape, or form, and I'm curious about them, and I want to advocate for them. They don't have to be heroes. They could be villains. They could be horrible people, but I always want to try to find their humanity and where their starting point is. I know that I look for certain key things, and I think one of the first things that I'm thinking about now is sort of Muncie's philosophy, which is believing that if you can get two people of opposing sides to sit at a table and just talk, you can get to something new. And that's actually essentially what I believe. I really do believe that. And I think that, you just got to be willing and open to talk to a person, and you find out that you're more alike than unalike. So I knew that was a central thing that I believed in, but then everything about Muncie's life is being, deconstructed and torn apart for him to rethink that and really go out into the fray and believe something new,
Definitely. And a large part of this production was shot from where we're from, Toronto.
Yeah.
What was it like shooting in Toronto?
Do you know how much I love Toronto? Well, let me tell you. I love Toronto. I lived in Yorkville. I just ran the streets. I would go to the Liberty area.
Liberty Village, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most international city. The crews are fantastic. People are very friendly. I even love when people say sorry. I worked with like the best of the best in Toronto. Really, I really love shooting there. It's a place that can look like anything on the East Coast, which is great. That's why it really doubled for Philadelphia and for New York. It's a great place.
Yeah, and you had this amazing opportunity to also work with Clement Virgo, who is such a Canadian legend here. What was that experience like for you?
Clement is the top of the game. He really, if there's any actor who want to work with him, I would say, please run to it. Run to his sets, because he's one of the most kind and gentle and graceful directors. He's a director that comes to the hair and makeup room to say good morning to you in the morning. That tells you a lot about a director. He walks into into hair and makeup and just says, how you doing? Did you sleep well? You feel good? Getting you ready for the set, making sure he cares about you, not only what you're going to do and your talents, but he cares about you as a person. And also his visual language, the way he shoots is just elegant and gentle and thoughtful. And he's one of the most intelligent directors I've ever worked with. Really, he's like my number one director to work with. I will work with him for the rest of my life.
That's amazing. We're so happy to hear that. We're so happy to have talked to you today about this amazing show, and we're hoping we can talk to you again in the future. So thank you so much, Colman, for your time. And we're hoping we're putting some good spirits out there for you coming this next year, the award season.
Thank you.
Some good vibes sending it your way from Canada.
Thank you so much, my Canadian friends. I appreciate it.